My name is Fiona Tozer-Hayes, and I'm the Autism Training Manager. Some of our learners on the autism spectrum are completely nonverbal, so they have no verbal communication whatsoever. And then we have other individuals on the higher end of the spectrum who have a full verbal communication ability. However, they may struggle with some areas of communication, so maybe understanding what others are saying, understanding body language, and the struggles of, the non-spoken word for those individuals. So it's quite a spectrum when it comes to communication and what the learners are actually understanding. So there's a lot of communication aids that you can use. The one main thing that we do is a picture exchange. So we use the PEC system here, which are little visuals of things that service users would like. So we do a lot of it around food and skills as well. So if they're requesting a biscuit, we'll have a picture of a biscuit, which they'll hand to a staff, and then they'll get the request needed. We also use technology, so we use iPads and light writers as well to help flourish and get the communication flowing with our service users as well. Yeah, there's lots you can do with the child that you're working with or that you're living with. The first thing we would always say is make sure you have the child's attention before any type of communication. That doesn't mean that you have to have the child sitting and looking at you, because we do know individuals with autism do struggle with eye contact. So we ask you to make sure you get their attention of some kind, so whether they're stopping what they're doing or whether you know the cue of them looking at you, that kind of thing. Within the home, I mean, you can look at using the environment to help flourish communication. So it's looking at those simple words of the children actually mimicking what you're saying. So for example, if you're having a meal, you're actually using the simple words to explain what they're having. So using sandwich, plate, fork, spoon, and you talk about the communication with the child and show them what you're doing. But it's about simple language, so using 1 or 2 words instead of full sentences with the individual, especially if they are completely nonverbal. I want to look at every environment that the child's in using the same type of language, so using the similar words as well. If you change the word, you're changing the object for the person. So when you're looking at using a spoon is a spoon in every environment. A cup is a cup in every environment, and we don't change the wording, but it is all about simple language for the individual when they're first learning communication skills. I would say don't put a lot of pressure on yourself and don't put a lot of pressure on the child. Use your everyday skills to increase the communication that you're using. Use the simple language, and to be able to just have your child explore different environments the way they would like to in a safe and supportive area.